This is a simple SMS messaging app that allows, in addition to the basic messaging operations, to send messages generated outside the device. Let's start the app to show you how it works. This is the app icon. I press it. If the API level is greater than or equal to 23, the configuration activity is shown. Else, the messaging box activity is shown. This prevents the system from asking for permissions before the app shows something. Since I just installed the app and the API level of this smartphone is 27, the settings activity is shown. To navigate to the messaging box activity from here, the user has two options: press the back button, or click the messaging option menu item. After granting the read SMS and read contacts permissions, the app opens the messaging box activity. The messaging box activity shows all the conversations. To compose a new SMS, the user has to press the messaging option menu item again. Let's do it. Here we are in the compose activity. The user can add recipients from his or her contacts pressing this button, or by hand entering a number in this field and then pressing the add button. The text content of the message goes here. To return to the messaging box activity, the user can press the back button or click cancel. To open a conversation, just click it. Here are shown all the messages of the chosen conversation. To answer inside this thread, enter the message text here and press this button. That's all about the basic messaging functionality. To use the smartphone as a SMS gateway, the user has to configure the source, which is done in the settings activity. Let's go there pressing the settings menu item. Currently, Botofono is the only supported kind of source. But soon, any source that respects the protocol will be able to send SMS through this app, provided the user has entered the name and password generated by the source. To link this app instance with a Botofono account, the user has to turn the first switch on. Consequently, the app asks the name of the Botofono account, and the name and password of the cell of said account at which the user wants the app will be tied into. Usually, who installs this app already owns a Botofono's account. But, if this is not the case, I can create a new one following this web link. To make easy the work of reviewer, I already created a Botofono account for testing. The account name is Acme, the cell name is Test, and the cell password is 123456. Clicking Accept, the app returns to the settings activity. Now the link switch is on, telling the user that this app is bound to a Botofono account. The second switch grants the app the permission to send SMSs. The user must turn it on before sending any SMS request from the external source. Otherwise, the app would respond to the source with error. This SMS messaging app works fine even if it not set as the default. But it is recommended to make it the default one to enable the last switch, whose state determines the persistency of the SMSs originated in the external source. This feature is mandatory to avoid flooding the sent messages box. That's all. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.